My name is John DeMarty. I was a physical education teacher for 38 years. Been retired for 6 years.
My name is Ceci DeMarty, and I too was a physical education teacher. I taught for 38 years, and I was a gymnastic coach and a dance teacher most of my career. And I have been retired for 10 years now. I was in great shape, and then I had the honors of taking care of our first grandson. And as he weighed about 8 pounds when he was born, and he got heavier and heavier and heavier. And as he got heavier, my right knee started hurting and hurting and hurting. And then we also moved into a house that had many, many stairs. So I was doing stairs, and the child that got to be 25 pounds. So by then I was in excruciating pain, and it was bone on bone.
Well, I've had a problem for a long time with my knee, but I was able to do things, so I just kept on living with it. And then my hip, I guess because of my knee, my hip started bothering me, and right away I couldn't do anything. I went to see another doctor about my shoulder just to have him check it out, and I saw Dr. Broome talking with some patients. I just liked his demeanor, the way he treated the patients. And I just thought, well, I got to go see this guy. I found out that he was a hip and knee. I did hip and knee surgery, so I decided I'd go see him. He checked my hip out, and he said it was bone on bone. That's why I was having so many problems. And my knee, same thing, bone on bone. And my knee was bowing out, and he said I needed to have both of them, done. So I told him, go right ahead. He did my hip first. Yeah, I told him to do both. He said he does that sometimes, but he wouldn't let me. He said, I'll do your hip first, and then we'll do your knee. So that's fine with me.
But I met Dr. Broome, wonderful guy. He understands how we want to continue maintaining our wellness. And so, of course, I went to Dr. Broome. And then plus, he was able to get me in on time because we have a second grandchild. And in a few days, I'll be taking care of him too. And I want it to be well for him.
Well, the hip, it's funny because I was fine the next day. I had no pain. I was walking fine. I could do everything. Without any problems. I never took any medication because I wasn't in any pain. And 7 weeks later, I was running up and down a basketball court. With the hip, he just told me to take, I didn't go through any hip therapy. I didn't think I needed any. He said it was up to me, and I didn't think I needed any. So he just said, take it easy for so many weeks, and he saw me. And after 7 weeks, he told me I could go back to my activities. With my knee, I did go to physical therapy for about a month and a half. And it took me 10 weeks, and I was back doing everything I did before, except without any pain.
Going into it, I felt very secure. Coming out of it, I felt very secure because I have confidence in Dr. Broome, knowing what my husband went through with him, and we're both very pleased. It was quick recovery. It was about 5 months ago that I had the surgery, and I can already do a tap dance. I did go through physical therapy for about 6 weeks. Well, we were in the pool quite a bit, and I love that because I do laps.
You can't go wrong with him. I mean, his procedure, his demeanor, everything he does is just great. I've never seen a person like him, a doctor like him, and he's just wonderful.
I'm starting to go down the stairs without even being aware that I had surgery, and it's just happening overnight. Do not hesitate. We've got somebody good. It can make you well.